Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to ask question 140 of 2017 in my name to the Minister for Defence and National Security. Can the Honourable Minister explain to the House how Fiji's membership at Interpol benefits Fiji and the region in the area of transnational crimes? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. And I give the floor to the Honourable Minister for Defence and National Security.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First of all, I'd like to thank the Honourable Member, Honourable Howard Poletini, for this question this morning. Madam Speaker, for the information of the House, the Interpol is the International Criminal Police Organization and has a membership of 190 members. And Fiji has been a member of the Interpol since 1971. Madam Speaker, the benefits for Fiji are mostly felt by the Fiji Police Force and other local law agencies in the following ways. Fiji Police Force is able to share information and intel with other law enforcement organizations in 189 other countries on the movements of persons of interest, crime groups, and even the use of stolen, lost, or forged travel documents. The Fiji Police Force in particular benefits from having direct access to Interpol's 24/7 Interpol system network, which allows the police to trace the international movement of stolen or lost travel documents, stolen vehicle parts, illicit weapons, and of course the movement of criminals wanted in one or more foreign jurisdictions. Further, because Fiji is the most active member of Interpol in the Pacific region, Madam Speaker, many of our neighboring countries, even though they are members and non-members, they seek the assistance of Fiji in conducting their investigations, especially Papua New Guinea, Vanuatu, Tonga, Samoa, and the Marshall Islands. Often this is related to communication infrastructure. For example, early this year, the Republic of the Marshall Islands requested the Fiji Police Force to provide general assistance under the Interpol framework, even though Marshall Islands is a member of the Interpol. In terms of our daily request, Madam Speaker, from overseas countries, Australia and New Zealand, submit to Fiji the most requests for information and intel. Madam Speaker, second, Fiji benefits by officers from the Fiji Police Force, Immigration, Customs, Fisheries, and the Ministry of Environment access many training opportunities provided by Interpol in a wide range of areas, such as transnational crime, illicit trafficking of fake goods, cybercrime, counterterrorism, and human trafficking. Fiji has also been recognized in this regard by being able to host various Interpol meetings here in Fiji. Further, many of our police officers attend the Interpol training in other countries every year. Also, the Fiji Police Force encourages its officers to access the online training provided by Interpol. And Madam Speaker, the online training allows for officers to educate themselves at their own leisure on pertinent matters such as illicit arms trafficking, searching of vehicles, searching of illicit drugs, and cybercrime. Officers are given certificates at the end of this training to show that officers are qualified in investigating such matters. Madam Speaker, the Fiji Police Force benefits by being exposed to international standards and concepts for information sharing, management of investigations, and the analysis of crime trends and threats, among others. By being exposed to Interpol standards, our officers can improve their own professionalism and standards, thereby contributing to better detection of crime in Fiji and internationally in cooperation with other countries. Madam Speaker, the Fiji Police Force also benefits by being able to access Interpol support services, such as emergency support on such threats as terrorism, illicit drug trafficking, human trafficking, financial and high-tech crime, and corruption, among others. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary question, Honourable Pramod Sachand.
Minister, can the Minister confirm if Interpol is providing support to our joint border security initiatives such as those undertaken by FIRCA and the police on the crackdown on hard drugs?
Thank you. Honourable Minister.
As I mentioned before, Madam Speaker, the information sharing and exchanges between members of Interpol, member countries, they do also share information on the border controls. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Honourable Salatin Rondon.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank the Honourable Minister for his explanation. The question is, what are the challenges? What are the challenges that Fiji is faced with in working with transnational crimes with other countries to be able to fully realize the potentials or the benefits that he has highlighted? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think one area is capacity training for our officers to be trained. And as I mentioned also in my answer earlier on, that our police officers are being exposed to international standards, and they've been attending some training, not only locally, but also overseas.
Thank you. Honourable Nambolivo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. How much is the annual membership fee for Interpol? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Honourable Member. The annual fee is 30,000 Fijian dollars every year.